Hi everyone, this is Kid Knows How to Cook, where I teach you guys how to make easy homemade meals. And today we're making pancakes. There are two parts to making pancakes: the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. For the dry ingredients we have 1 1/4 cup flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 1/2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. For the wet ingredients we have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup milk, and 1 egg. To prevent most lumps, we like to sift the dry ingredients. First, in goes the flour. Next, in goes our baking powder. Third, we're going to go with our granulated sugar. Finally, we're going to go with our salt. Now sift it up. If there's still lumps, you can just press them down. I'm going to give a quick whisk and you're done with your dry ingredients. Next, we've got our wet ingredients. First, we're going to pour in the milk. Next goes in the butter. Third, we're going to put our egg in. And finally, we're going to pour our vanilla extract. You're going to whisk this all up. I like to break the egg yolk so it's easier to whisk everything together. So whisk, whisk, whisk. And now you've got your wet ingredients. So we got our wet ingredients and we got our dry ingredients. Now it's time to put them together. So we're going to put our wet ingredients into the dry bowl. The main thing here is not to overmix the batter, so you can get light and fluffy pancakes. To make sure of that, I'm going to use a spatula to fold the wet and the dry together. So you're going to fold that together, go fold, fold, fold. I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, keep folding. Now I'm going to scrape down the bowls again, sides of the bowls again to incorporate all of the dry ingredients. Keep folding until you see no more flour, just incorporated. Keep folding. I can see a little bit of flour, so I'm just going to keep folding this until I see no flour inside of my batter. I'm just going to finish this up with just flattening and scooping all the dough together and scraping down the sides of the bowl, and you've got your batter for your pancakes. Now it's time to put the pan and pancake to use. I like to cook my pancakes on medium heat. I found it to be perfect. After 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to put butter on it to make that golden brown crust that I like. Spread the butter around, let it melt, and after about 2 minutes of the butter melting and spreading it around, you can finally put your batter onto the pan. Now that the butter has fully melted, I'm going to put my batter onto the pan. I like putting 2 pancakes at a time on the pan so they don't clash and they cook perfectly. I found this metal scoop in my kitchen and I find it to be perfect for scooping batter. About 1.5 scoops of it will do, and you can get the perfect amount for a pancake. Now let it cook. The pancakes have been cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. You know when your pancakes are done on the first side when bubbles are popping on the other side. And for the top one, I can see that there are bubbles. And slightly for the bottom one too. So I'm getting ready to flip the top one. Now we're going to flip the bottom one. And that perfect golden brown crust on the top one is very nice. Just as I was saying earlier. Now let's see if the bottom one has the same golden brown crust. Oops, I landed it on the first top pancake, but it does have that golden brown crust too. It just looks just as perfect. These pancakes are ready to flip now. I like the bigger one on the bottom so I can stack them up. So now they're ready to serve, and I'm going to put them on the plate. The bigger one goes on the bottom. To center it, then the smaller one goes on the top. Now we're going to add toppings next. You can never have enough butter. So I'm going to put butter in between the 2 pancakes and on top. So I'm going to put the first slice in between the 2 on top of the first pancake, and then I'm going to stack the second one on top of that. Center it. Now we're going to put the second slice on the top. It looks so delicious. You can't have pancakes without syrup, so I use maple syrup. 1 line down and 1 line across. Ooh, the butter's melting. That looks delicious. Now enjoy your pancakes and the deliciousness of them.